All right, here I am back again. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just hurt myself. So, we're back with another video. I'm back with another video. Dancing with the Stars, season 27. The premiere week, one, night two. Um, so this was for this night. Everybody was under the impression that everyone was going to do a second dance. Um, However, we learned about 4 or 5 hours before the show that that wasn't the case, that only 6 couples were going to be redoing their dances or doing a different dance. So everybody, if so, the bottom 6 couples were the ones who were going to be doing a dance, which this it's the first time that we've ever really had that happen, where we kind of have an idea of how everybody is voting, because for the last how a lot of seasons, we've only really known the bottom or the couple that got the least amount of scores or the least amount of viewer votes and judges points combined, right? Um, they haven't really been doing a bottom two anymore. There are times when they do where you're pretty clear. Like I remember season 21, there was the bottom two in the semifinals, and it was Nick and Bindi, Nick Carter and Bindi Irwin. And there's bottom two, and it was very clear to me that had Tamar not withdrawn, Nick would have been eliminated, and Bindi, because they said one of you is the bottom um, vote getter and judge's score getter combined, and the other is the top. And for me, I kind of was like, well, it's kind of clear that Nick fell into this point, and that's season 21 stuff. This is the first time that we know that there's 6 couples who are in the bottom, are in the bottom half, and now we have an idea as how people are voting, right? Lucky for Joe, he wasn't one of the people in the bottom 6. He was called safe immediately, as were Demarcus and Tinashe. I will say that when they did that, I will say, in my mind, Joe was probably around 7th place. He's probably 6th or 7th, with everything combined. I would say Demarcus and Tinashe were 1st and 2nd. Um, Anyway, so we get through and we have the people who were in the bottom 6 were John Schneider and Emma, Mary Lou Retton and Sasha, Danielle Umstead and Artem, Alexis Wren and Alan, Nancy McKeon and Val, and Nikki Glaser and Gleb. Now, there's a lot of promo for Dancing with the Stars Juniors going on, and a lot of that kind of took a lot longer than they were expecting. So they ended up only doing 5 dances. So John got lucky, and they said he didn't have to perform. So to me, that's kind of a very clear indicator that he was 8th place. So 9th through 13th were all the women who weren't Tinashe and Ivana. So, up first we had, so these scores were going to be, these new scores for these new dances were going to be added to their scores for their old dance, and their votes from the previous night, right? So Mary Lou got her cha-cha again. They got a 21. This is a much better dance. She really settled into the music some more. She wasn't quite as punchy. I felt that she connected to the music more this time. This definitely seemed like it was like one of her favorite songs, Hot Stuff by Donna Summer. Um, I enjoyed that dance. Then we had Danielle and Artem. They had a foxtrot, and they got an 18 again. I think at the beginning, Danielle was definitely lost She was struggling to find her way through the dance, um, but halfway through it clicked, and that half was better than the first half as well as the previous night's dance. So it's very good that she had that moment because she was able to break through and have that moment where she actually was better. She just had to, get there first. Um, Up next was Nikki and Gleb. They had a salsa. I thought this was better. They got an 18, and I thought this was better. And the reason I think it was better was because she was more comfortable with the dance. Um, she was more comfortable. She had a lot more fun. She let loose a lot more. You could see her hips moving just a little more, not too much, but a little bit. And that's all that really matters. You get a little bit more, a little bit better. Um, the choreography was still whatever, but I'm glad she was able to go out on that and have a high note per se. Uh, yeah, I'm glad that she was able to have to call herself a dancer without the judges like destroying her after she said, I'm a dancer now," because I mean she is. She got out on the floor and danced. She's a dancer. Um, yeah, I'm glad she was able to have that before she got eliminated. Alexis and Ellen were next. They had a jive. I actually liked their jive from the previous night better. You could tell that Alexis, there's a lot of emotion going on with her, a lot of nerves, a lot of everything. So there's a lot of issues with that dance that weren't there the first night. They did get a 23 still. I think a lot of that has to do with the judges being like, "Oh my gosh, why are you here?" Oh. Um, I'm not really surprised that she was fell into that place. It really makes sense if you look at her, um, her um, occupation and who her fan base would be, and if they would even really watch the show and all that stuff. Um, but I think this is probably the best thing to happen for Alexis because you were able to see a lot of just raw emotion, and she was opened up a little bit more. You can see how much it meant to her. You can see she really is doing this for her mom because her mom loved the show and she would have loved to see her daughter do the show, and she's doing it for her mom. And I think her mom passed away. You could see all just the emotion. You could see that she's a good dancer, but you could see that there was a lot going on that she had to work through. Um, yeah, I think it was definitely something that will help her in the long run, help her if she doesn't want to be the surprise elimination of the season because Alexis has surprise elimination, shocking elimination written all over her. She is that type of contestant. But yeah, they got a 23 and it was still a good dance, still the best dance of the night. I thought her first drive was better. Nancy and Val were up next, and they had a quick step. I actually thought that they had the biggest improvement of everyone. Um, the choreography was much better this time around. Nancy was much more confident, much more grounded in her movements and stuff. She's still not amazing, but it was actually a really good job. It was a really good job. 21 was well deserved. So yeah, that was that. The last two standing are Nikki and Gleb and Nancy and Val. I'm not sure what that really means, but if I'm going to make a guess, I'm going to say Nancy. I don't think she was 12th, but I think Nancy is in trouble. I think she is runs the risk of like going out at 11th or 10th. I think that's what that was. Um, and I think maybe someone else, I don't know, maybe she was 12th because I don't see Mary Lou, Danielle, or Alexis falling into that place. Maybe she was. Yikes. Anyway, so that was night two, Dancing with the Stars. This week, this coming Monday, tomorrow, we will be doing our our New York dances is the theme. And then on Tuesday, everybody will be doing Las Vegas themed dances. And then we will be eliminating somebody at the end of Tuesday night. So yeah, that's it. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, as well as depending on if I get this up on Sunday night, and a good Monday. And I will talk to you all. I'm going to aim for Tuesday. I get up the Monday recap video. I'm aiming for Tuesday, but you never know. Till next time.